let's talk about Clemson here. Florida State fans are like, "What do you mean we're talking about the happy parts?" Yeah, no, this was not good for Florida State. It's I kinda wanna start with Florida State because Clemson beats Florida State 24-10. This is the problem. Like, you are so inconsistent. Every single Saturday, you do not know what you're gonna get from Florida State, and I think
Mhm.
that's what makes these fans so mad. You blow out Wake Forest 42-7, and Wake's 6-3. Like, Wake's they're a decent team. They got a pulse. And then you go to Clemson and you look terrible. I mean, it's just baffling. This is a team in Clemson that gave up 46 points to Duke, and you scored 10 on them. I thought the offense they couldn't run it.
Mhm.
Castellanos missed a lot of throws, but then you had some serious drops
Yeah.
that hurt Florida State. And this is a secondary that you should be able to throw the ball on. I wanted to start with FSU because I have I have some sympathy for these FSU fans. This is miserable. You have no idea what this team's gonna do every single night. You have no clue.
Yeah. I will have sympathy because those are our friends, but in regards to the game,
Sure.
this, yeah, come on. This is what we do. It's what we
Yeah.
do here. But no, I think you're right. I mean, Florida State blatantly like packed it up, wrapped it, cool bow, and said, "Here you go.
Literally.
Take the game. Take the game." Drops galore, big time plays, guys wide open downfield, either a drop or a miss hit with the throw there. Couldn't get them. I mean, it should have been a Florida State victory, but I say that in regards to there was a lot of things that went wrong, for Florida State, and none of which were coaching. As much as y'all want to say, and as much as you want to make a change, and see, it's 2:50 here when we're recording this. Maybe something happens tonight. I don't think so, but um, it's frustrating, and it's kind of the
Well,
epitome of this entire ACC season.
the only coaching aspect, Mac, is the roster, right? It's to your
Well,
point
sure,
about getting a
sure,
new quarterback every year, right? Like, is this sustainable? So I hear what you're saying that,
yeah,
the drops were kind of outrageous, the turnovers a little outrageous. You didn't force any turnovers,
mhm,
but you did put that roster together. So there is
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Ross should have beat Alabama. Weird. I don't know. It's strange how it happens. Um, but at the end of the day, you're right. And there were bright spots of the game, and you held Clemson to under 100 yards rushing, which I think is more of Clemson and more of play calling, which hard to be frustrated about beating, this team and winning, this season, but it is what it is. So we'll see, for Florida State, are they able to I don't know. I don't know what actually. There's a lot that needs to be fixed there. Looking at the Tigers, it was a fun game. It was a really fun game.
They
There were great
won,
things that
Mac!
happened. There was
A
some
home
lucky things that
game.
happened. I thought Cade played pretty well. Maybe his last game ever at night in the Valley. Probably his last game ever at night in the Valley. We'll see Furman. Maybe Furman ACC Network prime time. There for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Um, I think Antonio Williams is so good. I think that
Yeah.
TJ Moore is so good. I don't know. There's so many bright spots. It is infuriating, that just Clemson is where they are, but it was a good showing. It was a fun showing. The crowd was electric. I don't know if you saw any of that on TV. It
Yeah, it
was
looked
packed
awesome.
to the core. It was so loud on TV. The cool light shows and fireworks shows were really neat. Um, and I think it was just needed. We kind of said this, and I had talked about it, on radio all week. Throw the records out. I mean, these two when they play, it's a big deal for whoever wins. It means a lot to both, and so that's kind of a cool thing to see there. I thought Peter Woods played really well.
Mhm.
I thought the Clemson linebackers probably had their best day. Sammy Brown just time and time again was showing up, making some electric plays. Avion Terrell as a blitzer was sick. I mean, that guy was unblockable, so fast, and just got to Tommy time and time again. Had some good pass breakups as well. Who am I missing here? There was a couple other things I want to say. Uh,
Ashton Hampton, I thought, actually had a
Ashton
pretty good
Hampton made
game.
some plays. Jacobs is he's so good. He's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
I hate that he's a guard, by the way. I think I've said that. I don't know
Yes, you
why
have.
you don't put Tristan Lay at guard or Lay, excuse me, at guard. But he's gonna be really, really good. And yeah, not running the football when you could and taking advantage of that was kind of frustrating to me. And the decision to run Cade with like a shattered ankle as much as they did. He ran 8 times.
Let me
Like
ask,
half were designed.
Nick and I were debating this.
Mhm.
How much of that is just Cade?
Hard to know. Hard to
You
know.
know?
I think there was a lot of them that were called, and I'm just
Okay,
like,
alright. Yeah. It
That's a
was a
choice.
the just yes, I agree, I agree.
So,
It's just yeah. I just don't know how
win.
much of that because we've always talked about how Cade has issues staying in the pocket. It's
Mhm.
he arguably had his best game of the year against Duke when he couldn't run.
Yeah,
So, it's always how much of that is play calling, how much of that is just him doing it. It's always a question. Never really
yeah,
know, I guess.
yeah. 6 sacks for the defense.
Yeah.
Woo! Who would have
That's gotta
ever
be a
thought it
season
was
high.
against Tommy Castellanos? I think all 6 of them or maybe 5 of them were in the second half too. I mean, that was pretty nuts just to see that. So, it was a great time. I got a bunch of, amazing, joyful pictures and videos of Amelia dancing, and so life is good. Life is
Good.
good.
Glad Amelia enjoyed the game because that's really all I care about is make
That's
sure
all that
she has a good
matters.
time. Yeah. So, just before we get to the rest of these games, for a while there, you're thinking, especially after you lose to Duke, I don't know. I don't think Clemson's making a bowl. But at
Mhm.
this point, I think, with these three left, you got to win two of the three. Louisville, that game looks less scary by the day for Clemson. Louisville's
The
an
ACC thing to happen is Clemson just blows them out.
oh, absolutely.
Blows them
Yeah,
out.
that would, of course. Louisville's an early 3.5 point favorite. You're going to beat Furman, so that's your fifth win. You need to beat either Louisville or South Carolina. And
South
South
Carolina
Carolina,
sucks
they
too.
they're
Terrible.
bad. They got to win out to make a bowl. They have 3 games left, and they're three
Firing
and six.
coaches, firing coordinators. I mean, they're awful.
So maybe there is hope for the First Responders Bowl, Mac. We will see.
8 win
Okay.
season.